Hello everyone and welcome to my channel English with AK. In this video, I'm gonna talk about very critical aspect of learning a language, and that is getting a feedback. Getting a feedback is a paramount when you are learning a language or when you are in a journey of learning a language. I've seen that people, they are really curious all the time and they want to know that are they improving or not. If they're improving, then how much and how they're improving. If they are not, then how they can improve, what they can do, what other techniques, tricks or mechanisms or hacks they can apply in order to learn the language fast, as well as in order to understand the language. But the problem is, who is that person who will give you the correct feedback or right feedback or the impeccable feedback? Sometimes it's really challenging and daunting for you to find the correct person or the right person who can give you the feedback. So in this video, we will understand that how can we find the correct person or the right person, and what are the ingredients that you have to look for in order to get a feedback from anyone. It doesn't matter that you are talking to a native speaker or a non-native speaker or a teacher or a learner, but there are three most important factors that you have to consider while taking a feedback. The first one is, who is that person? Is he well qualified? Is he competent enough to give you the feedback or not? Or he just talking at superficial level, he just trying to give you a feedback just like for the sake of feedback. There is nothing real, there is nothing legitimate. So what you have to do is, you have to understand that is that person is competent enough, is eligible enough, or credible enough to give you that feedback or not. The second point that you have to consider while taking the feedback is how he is giving you the feedback. You have to understand that is the feedback is detailed one, or is he saying that, yeah, your pronunciation is not good, your vocabulary is not good, your sentence structure is not good, or your grammar is not perfect, or something like that. If he is unable to give you, or he is unable to provide that detailed solution or detailed feedback, that how is your sentence structure is not good, how your grammar is not perfect, and what you can do, so you need to look for a detailed or elaborated feedback. If someone is trying to describe or explain each and everything clearly, or like clear enough so that you can realize that, yeah, this person is giving me the correct feedback or right feedback. For example, I remember I met a person and he was from the United States, and I was asking about the pronunciation and articulation of some words or some phrases. But after some time, he started saying that this is not correct. You have to change the intonation of that phrase or that word. But when I started asking more questions about that, like how we can improve or how I can improve that one, but he was unable to give me that detailed solution. He was unable to elaborate or describe or elucidate in that way so that I can understand what I have to do exactly in order to understand the intonation of that word or that phrase. So it doesn't matter that you are talking to a native speaker or non-native speaker. It's really crucial for you to understand that the person who is giving you the feedback, how he is trying to explain or he is giving you that feedback, in which sense he is saying or whatever he is saying. You have to understand that one in order to not only take action further, but also to realize that, yeah, that was my mistake. That was my fault. You need to understand that as well. The next part that you have to consider is why. Why is that person giving you that feedback? But when you are in rush, when you are in hurry and you don't have that much time to consider or think what exactly he's saying or why he's saying, you have to understand that one as well. I remember I had a friend who is having masters in English, but what happened when I was asking about some language, some sound of words and some pronunciation, he was unable to explain, even though he's having a master's degree in English. But it doesn't matter that you have a master's degree or PhD on that subject. This is really, really vital for you to understand that what's your problem. Suppose your problem is related to flower, okay, and someone is giving solution related to fruit. That's that's irrelevant. That's unbelievable that someone is giving you that solution. So you have to understand that what's your problem, what's your obstacle. If you can realize that one, after that you can get the real solution. So always look for someone who is competent enough, eligible enough, who is qualified enough to give you the correct feedback. Because after that you can plan your journey, you can plan that process, you can change the methods or steps that you are applying earlier in order to learn the language, in order to grow fast, in order to develop your skills. So after that you can decide that what you have to do exactly. That's the most important thing that you have to understand here. If you like this video, then please share and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks a lot.